Good morning, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 244 South Canyon View Drive in Los Angeles, the Brentwood area. And I am preparing to perform a video examination and a visual or physical examination of the drain system here. And that's going to consist of video examination of the main sewer piping that's underground outside the structure connecting to the public sewer. And then I'm going to physically crawl under the building and take a look at those lines, check for leaks, make sure the slopes are correct, look for any kind of problems there in the drain system under the building as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here with the video portion, and I'm going to be accessing from these backwater valve and clean-out accesses here over on the back of the structure. Apparently somebody had come in and installed two backwater valves right next to each other. That was then advised that the redundancy was unnecessary and may have been causing problems. So what they've done is they've removed the flap on this one here towards the rear of the closest to the structure, I should say. And then this one here is the one that's protecting the actual structure from in the event of a blockage in the public sewer. So I'm going to start here at this rear one. I'm actually going to push backwards in the system up underneath the building just to take a look at this short section of pipe here between the backwater valve and the actual structure. I'm only going to be able to push back in about 6 feet or so, and you'll see the branch light tying in, and then we hit basically the end run or end cap there. So this just ensures that we're going to be able to see everything. When I crawl under, hopefully those pipes will be exposed and accessible for a visual evaluation. So we'll pull the camera out. We're going to drop into the other backwater valve now. And we'll drop in and we'll pass underneath this clean out and then up through the yard up towards the street. So far all this looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. There's the opening, it's that clean out, and then just beyond that we tie back into the original clay piping. So this is a vitrified clay piping material. It's very common for main sewer line systems. These clay pipes, they do have a long service life expectancy. Being a natural material, they're not expected to deteriorate underground like some of your other piping materials do. Now it is common to have root intrusions here at the connections or the joint areas. This is a condition that we're suggesting normally can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in a system or potentially damage a pipe. Now, it does look like these roots may have been cleaned in the recent past, and this does appear to be a fairly common type of root intrusion, so it's not something I would be recommending repair on. As we get beyond that point, you're going to see a couple of other minor root intrusions at some of these joints. Here we're getting into a section where the pipe is settled, and it's actually been broken right there just up ahead of us. We'll get a better look at that. You can see the bottom of the pipe's holding water here, and these two pipe sections have actually been pushed downwards. And this is actually the fitting, similar to a clean-out that was installed when the system was used to test the sewer line from the structure to the property line out there to the street. They actually use that access to block the line, fill it with water, and test it for leaks. But as you can see, here along the right edge of the pipe, and then along the top of the pipe around that area. Let's see if we can get a little bit better look at some of that. Some of this does look like roots, but there's definitely stress in this area. This is something that really would dictate some sort of a repair. Now that access is really no longer necessary as far as, well, that this may be an area that could be rehabilitated with a lining system. You still have that slight low area, but this is a very deep pipe being up lower than the street. I haven't found out how deep it is yet, but I will do that. And we'll kind of determine what the best thing to do here is, and we'll certainly have to refer you to the proper sort of, see this thing's just kind of cracked all the way through. Alright, so here we are transitioning from our 4-inch clay pipe, and we're increasing the pipe diameter from the 4-inch to a 6-inch clay pipe. This is going to be right up around curb face or the street gutter edge of the street, and that's a common place we see root intrusions, and that's what we're seeing here. Minor stress cracking, kind of typical in these clay lines. Nothing that looks like there's any compromise or a breach of the system. As we come around this turn, again we have more kind of that common root intrusion we're looking at there. And then we'll be dropping down into the public sewer just beyond this turn. What I'm doing is I'm taking photographs of these areas as I go send the camera through the system so that I can include those in my written report. Alright, so that's our public sewer right here, about 45 feet from our access. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to track and locate these areas, find out how deep they are, get an idea of what may or may not be able to be done here. And then go ahead and get up underneath the building, run some water, check for leaks, look at the condition of those pipes under the structure. So this is going to conclude the video portion of the examination, and then my written report will essentially have all of my findings and recommendations for both the main sewer line system and the building drain system under the structure. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.